It is time for my favorite day of the month, aka new journal unboxing day. Tiefossi has sent me another journal from their list of new releases. Thank you so much to Tiefossi for sponsoring this video, and we're gonna do a little unboxing together. This plastic is always the bane of my existence to cut. Let's pull her out in 3, 2, 1. If this is not the most elegant notebook you've ever seen, I don't know what is. I honestly don't know what is. This is giving like, I don't know, high society London. Like, I feel like this is a journal from the Victorian era. Oh, and the spine looks like a book. That is so cute. The recent releases from Tiefossi have been so detailed in the cover design, so much that there is still like a design on the back. And this gray color is so stunning with the gold. It's giving mixed metals, which, by the way, I love mixed metals. So this is like, I'm obsessed. As usual with Tiefossi, we have our incredibly shiny gilded edges. Oh my goodness. There's an elastic enclosure along with a pen loop for your journal. Opening her up, we have, oh, a thank you card. And then your first page where you can put your name before we get into the dot grid pages. Let's do a little satisfying page crack. Yeah, absolutely. The dot grid is 1/2 centimeter thick, as always, and there are 190 pages in this journal. And of course, we have our 2 bookmarks that perfectly match the front cover. I honestly am obsessed with this like warm gray color. I don't even know if it comes off well on camera, but there's almost like a purpley hue to the bookmarks a little bit. It's almost like a lavender undertone in the gray mixed with this gold. Such an elegant color palette. Yeah. I'm obsessed. If you guys saw the thumbnail, you know that there is a giveaway in this video. So don't forget to stick around to the end of the video and you can find out how to win one of these gorgeous journals for free. But before we do that, I wanted to try making a spread in this bullet journal completely with just this notebook and a singular black pen. Now this is the Pigma Micron in the size 03, very classic felt tipped black pen, but I'm making this challenge for myself because a lot of people come up to me and tell me that they don't have all the stationery or all the right supplies to start a bullet journal. They don't have enough art talent, they don't have, XYZ. The list could go on and on of excuses. But I'm here to prove it to you guys that you really only need a notebook and a pen to make a bullet journal or start bullet journaling. It could be a gorgeous Tiefossi notebook like this, it could be a felt tipped pen, or it could be, a lined notebook and a random ballpoint pen from your junk drawer. I want to prove you wrong and prove that you can make beautiful spreads with just 2 supplies. So I found some inspiration pictures on Pinterest that I'm going to put on the screen here of my vision, my goal, and let's see if we can make a spread that like matches the elegance of this cover page with just my trusty black pen. Okay, voiceover Sophie here, and I am here to prove you wrong. If you're the kind of person that says you don't have enough stationery to make a bullet journal spread, here is the video to contradict that, because I'm going to be making a spread here with a calendar page and some trackers on the left and then a weekly spread on the right. And once this spread is done, feel free to completely screenshot the YouTube video and recreate it, because I would love to prove, again, to you that you only need a pen to make a spread like this. Like, what we're going to be doing basically is using this one fine liner to do all of the line art, all of the art, add some shading, do some faux calligraphy. Like, we can get around a lot of things with only using a basic pen. So starting out with the art here, my idea was to take inspiration from those reference photos that I showed you guys earlier. Then I'm gonna have this like branch of flowers and leaves kind of just tumbling down from the top left corner of the spread. This already adds so much detail and interest because the flowers are, overlapping, and there's like twigs and branches like curling around, kind of nestle in this top left corner, and then the calendar will kind of fit in right below that. So what I'm doing here is using up the space in the spread kind of methodically. Because the calendar starts on a Wednesday, there are 2 days at the beginning of the calendar that the Monday and Tuesday is not in the month. So those are going to be blank. And so because I have that space in the top left corner of the calendar empty, I'm filling that space with the branch. And so because they overlap just slightly, the calendar and the art, I'm like making the best of the space that I have available and merging the art into the productive side of the bullet journal spread. I like to do this a lot, even when I'm using multiple pens and markers and things like that, but specifically when I'm only using one pen, I want to draw attention to just the small little details that make every spread stand out, make it look more cohesive, more intentional. So under the calendar, I'm going to have my 2 trackers. This could be any habit that you want, like drinking water, taking your vitamins, reading the Bible, going to exercise, things like that. Because this isn't my actual bullet journal, I'm just going to be titling them like habit 1 and 2, but you can totally fill in this with whatever idea you want to track. And then the bottom right corner of this first spread, I'm also going to have a mirroring branch of flowers and leaves coming out of the bottom corner in the spine of the journal. Again, trying to fill in that extra space that the calendar allows, because the last Saturday and Sunday of the month are not in October. And by the way, I don't know why I chose October as the month to use. I could have used any other month this year, but I chose October. Maybe it's because like October equals Inktober in my head, which if you went around on Instagram a couple years ago, October is like this huge trend that used to be a lot more famous than it is right now, where you like make a new drawing every single day in the month of October using only black and white, so Inktober. And I think that's kind of fitting for this black and white only one pen spread. On the right side of the page, you're going to be doing a weekly spread. I'm only going to be doing 5 days because the first week of October is only Wednesday through Sunday, but I'm having these like horizontal lines divide the page into fifths, and we're gonna have a little flower on each line. And then below each line, I'll basically have all of my to-do lists, my events for each day of the week, and they'll be labeled, of course, Wednesday through Sunday, the 1st through the 5th of October. Now, my tips if you're trying to make a spread with only black pen, here's what I'm thinking, okay? Number 1, you need a lot of detail. If you want something with a visual interest, you need some drawings or something that's gonna really draw the eye in. So one way of adding detail is just adding more and more and more. This entire spread is basically covered, like top to bottom, left to right. I have sparkles, I have petals floating around. The art takes up a lot of the empty white space that the calendar and weekly spread doesn't take up. I also want to make things stand out more. So for example, the title October 2025 at the very top of the calendar, I did what's called faux calligraphy, which is just imitating calligraphy with one pen. Usually with calligraphy, and I've done many tutorials about this on my channel before, but you have like light upstrokes and thick downstrokes whenever you're writing something basically in cursive. And so to do faux calligraphy, you basically just write something in plain monoline cursive first, and then go back and add an extra parallel line on all of the downstrokes to make them appear thicker or appear more emphasized. It gives a kind of bolded look to the font, and in my opinion, it really makes the title stand out here. Another thing that you could do hypothetically is use your black marker or pen to color in things. Like for example, on the weekly spread for each of the days, I have circles with the number of the date inside of them. If I was allowed to use more than one pen, I probably would have colored them in with a black completely and then used a white pen on top to make it like black with white lettering instead of white circle with black lettering. Just another way to make things pop and add more contrast to this page. But of course, I'm limited to just my one pen here, but it's an idea if you happen to have a white gel pen. Again, very simple, still black and white, still doing the basics, but I think it makes just, again, more contrast, more detail. That is what we're aiming for when we're using minimal amounts of stationery. So my florals right now are, I think, arguably kind of detailed. You know, I have a lot of overlapping leaves, a lot of branches, a lot of dots and swirls, just kind of adding more, you know, je ne sais quoi to the rest of the page. And I'm also going to be going in at the end and adding some hatching. Now, what hatching is, if you didn't take art school or art class in like 7th grade, is basically just a bunch of horizontal lines to imitate the look of shadows. This you can do with just your normal pen. So instead of taking a marker and coloring in these flowers, which you could do if you wanted to, but if you only have one pen, instead of doing that, you can draw very fine horizontal, like parallel lines across, for example, like the leaves or the inside of the flowers. Basically where the darkest shadow would be in a colored image, just draw the horizontal lines there, and it gives you the illusion of just like a black and white drawn image. Now cross hatching is the same thing, but you can draw like perpendicular lines, not just parallel ones. But I just preferred to do hatching here, probably because it was a little easiest. But I just think that looking at the spread before and after I go into the shading, it looks totally different. Like the spread before is cute, you know, we have all of our design, we have all of our boxes and things like that, but the shading of the hatching really just brings it to the next level. And honestly, it's my favorite part, I think, of the entire spread. So yeah, this is the final spread. What do you guys think? I think I'm really happy with it, honestly. I'm proud of like how much I could fit in this small little space, and also I think the art looks really cool. Again, even though I used just one singular pen. So if you decide to recreate it, tag me on Instagram if you post it. Let me know. I'd be excited to see what you guys make. If you've made it this point in the video, it is time for our giveaway. I love doing giveaways with Tiefossi. They are so much fun. So in this contest, we're going to be giving away one free notebook from Tiefossi delivered straight to your house. It can be this journal, or it could be any of the other color palettes that this journal comes with, or you could pick any of their newest releases from their website. They have so many beautiful designs that have come out recently. Like, I've had the pleasure of being able to test some myself, and honestly, every new release is like, it blows me out of the water. I know I am sponsored, but I'm truly saying this from the heart. Like, they have the best designs and they're just so detailed and beautiful. So in order to enter this giveaway, the rules will be here on the screen, but you need to follow my account on YouTube and Instagram, and then also follow Tiefossi on YouTube and Instagram, and then just write in the comments below of this video the sparkles emoji to kind of match the gold on this cover, and then also a way to contact you, like your Instagram handle or something like that. Now, this giveaway is completely international, so you can enter from all over the world, and there's going to be only one winner, but you do have a week to enter. So the giveaway will last from the day that you're watching this to May 17th, and then I will pick the winner randomly on the 18th and announce it on Instagram stories, YouTube community tab, and I'll probably DM you as well and find out what journal you would like from Tiefossi. I'm super excited. These giveaways are always so much fun to host, so I would love if you can enter. If you have any questions, just let me know down below. I will quickly answer them for you. And yeah, best of luck to everyone entering this giveaway. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that I've officially proved to you that you can definitely make a spread with just one journal and one pen. Thank you so much again to Tiefossi for sponsoring this video. Subscribe as always, especially if you're trying to enter that giveaway, girl. And I will see you next week.